LaZBoy student in your class. Why do we want this chair? Tell me all the bells and whistles you have added to make this one special.
Sure. So because of our partnership with HSN and with LaZBoy, we've been able to really take some of our top selling features and put them all in one chair. So these are things that if you were going into the store that we would have to custom order for you. So we have our iClean fabric, which we'll talk about. We have, of course, our power or our manual, and I'm going to swivel so you can see here the manual actually has what we call an arc handle. So it's not kind of a big clunky handle, it's ergonomic, it's very easy for you to just reach up and then get comfortable here. And it's also a little bit more stylish, right? It has kind of that nice nickel finish as well too. And then we also have our Tempur foam that we'll talk a lot about today as well too. So really with all of these different features, you're really able to get the most comfortable sit for you, but also the most customized. Like I said, you have the power to put the chair exactly where you want it. We have the Tempur foam that's gonna really cradle your body and cradle all your different pressure points. So it's really kind of the best of everything all put into one chair. That'll be available in about 1 to 3 weeks versus waiting 6 to 10 weeks if you were to walk into a store.
Yeah, and also if you walk into the store, it doesn't have the this special treatment on the fabric. It doesn't have the extra cushioning. You have added some things that if you go into the store, the salesperson will say, well, how, do you want us to add this? Do you want us to add that? We've already added those things. Let's those add-ons.
Absolutely. So we'll start off maybe talking with the iClean fabric. So this fabric here, one thing that's really nice is the fabric that we've chosen for you is very, very soft. So it has a really nice soft hand to it, but it also has this kind of woven texture to it as well too. So gives it a little bit more interest into the actual fabric. But what our iClean fabric is, and this is something that's just exclusive to LaZBoy. So basically our iClean fabric, we actually take the fibers and coat the fibers. So what that means is if something were to get spilled onto the fabric, it's not gonna settle in, cause a stain, and then more importantly, what a lot of people don't realize, when you get those stains that go through, that actually gets to your cushion. So we've got that great Tempur cushion that's gonna be protected for you as well too. So if I were just to take, this is just cranberry juice, so it's got all of that, not only the red color, but the sugar and everything in it. So if I were just take this and just spill it a little bit, like we all know happens at home, right? If you've got young ones running around or rowdy friends or whatever, this happens, right? So you can see when you spill something on it, it just beads at the surface, and then you actually just take any kind of cloth, this is literally just a paper towel, and you can see how it kind of almost acts as a magnet. So you don't even have to, worry and get all kinds of different cleaning products out or anything like that. It just absorbs everything right onto your paper towel here.
That is a very impressive demonstration,
right?
Nicole.
Well, and especially, we've got so many people that love these light colors. It's something that's really popular in homes now as well too, but I know in my home it gives me pause because I have messy friends. I'm a little bit of messy as well too sometimes, but you can have that nice white color without having to worry about it. So you can see it on the underside here, like I was talking about, there's nothing here. So again, that's gonna protect your Tempur foam that we were talking about, and also obviously not cause stains for you as well too.
I love that. And I could honestly spend the entire hour in the chair, but I wanna give you a little bit of a tour of the color, the midnight color. So come over here with me, because I really love this color. It's kind of like a navy denim, and the fabrication on this, it's very, very soft. It has almost like a tweed texture look to it. So it's modern and fashionable, but you're getting a chair that you're going to be, it's gonna be the chair, honestly, I know that I've read a lot of the reviews, people order 2 of them.
Yes.
And it does really make sense, because if you're a nice loving couple, we wanna keep your marriage that,
You don't wanna fight over who's sitting in the chair. Yeah, absolutely.
Sitting in the chair, because it's gonna be so comfortable. But the fact that this has a swivel feature, I don't think I've ever, we've never had that on air ever, right?
I think this might be maybe the second time we've brought it to you guys. And like I said, this is something that working in the stores, our customers have asked for, our store teams have asked for, because again, you have different, focal points. You want to talk to different people in the home. You want to maybe, orientate yourself by the fireplace and then watch TV. So with that swivel, we've never been able to do it with power because cords, but now our engineers have figured out a way to do that. The chair chair will rotate 145 degrees, so you're able to have, you know, that flexibility, but still also have that power as well, too.
Yeah, and you know, when you get this chair home, there's something about this. It's like, we sell this shoe here at HSN called Birkenstock. You get a Birkenstock home and you wear it, and as you wear it, it becomes your shoe.
Yes.
And I feel like this chair is kind of like that, because it's got this special foam that when you first come in, it's almost like your little butt gets like nested in the chair, but it kind of forms to you. And it kind of contours you and feels amazing. Let's talk about this partnership
so
with
this is,
Tempur-Pedic.
you know, this is something that's really exciting because it's taking two iconic American companies. We have Tempur and we have LaZBoy, and we really partner up together to put together this technology where we're taking one layer of our LaZBoy high resiliency foam and adding on a layer of our TEMPURResponse memory foam. So just like you were saying about really kind of customizing your seat, is when you sit down in the chair, it's going to cradle to your body. So we all have obviously different bodies, different pressure points, maybe different areas that we want supported. And with the Tempur foam, every time that you sit down, you're getting that customized feel and sit. And then if I were to get up and then you were to sit down, then it's going to mold to your body then as well, too.
I love that, yeah. And also, we were talking about, you know, it's cold in a lot of places.
Right.
So when you get this chair delivered, and by the way, it's white glove delivery, your chair's gonna be cold.
So yeah,
it's gonna take a minute to warm up to the environment that your house is. And so give it like a week to kind of like settle in.
Right, so initially it may feel a little bit firm, you know, and that's just because it really adapts to the air temperature. So as you get it in your home, it gets settled, it's going to loosen a little bit, feel a lot more comfortable. But actually, let me show you a little bit about what we're all talking about with the foam here. So this top layer is actually our Tempur foam. So we have this little demo that kind of shows what I was talking about as far as it really kind of cradling your body. So here we've just got a cue ball, and I'm gonna go ahead and drop it. And you see that there's a little bit of that bounce to it. So what that means is as you're sitting in it, and a lot of times we kind of tend to flop in our chairs, it's not really absorbing it, right? So you can see when I push this down in it and it springs right back up, that's not having the same kind of effect as if I flip it over and show you the memory side foam, or the Tempur side foam here. This you can even see as I push down in it, how it springs right back up. So if I do that same thing, drop the cue ball from the same height, you can really see that it just absorbs all of that. So again, you think of, you know, you come home after a long day and you kind of tend to flop in your chair.
Right.
This is going to absorb that for you. And you can see even if I push this down here, it springs right back up. So again, when, you know, somebody else comes to sit in the chair, they're gonna be able to have that really kind of comfortable sit and have it be more customized to them as well.
Right, right. So depending on who's sitting there, but it's going to feel amazing. All right, I'm gonna be doing updates. Honestly, I wish we had more of them, and I know that I know you had a presentation with Adam, and I know that it was very, very popular. So let me just show you. If you want the manual in the cotton, I now have 54 chairs available. Since the top of the show, we're only 15 minutes into our show. If you want the power, I have the cotton in power. I've only got 99 available. In the power, in the fudge, which is this beautiful warm brown color, I have 51. And then in the navy midnight color, I only have 49 chairs. So again, we're in 500 million homes, and you know, everyone's familiar with the brand LaZBoy. It's sort of been an American institution. Wasn't it started by two cousins?
Two cousins, yes, 1927. So we're actually almost approaching our 100-year anniversary, which we're really excited about. Yeah. It's pretty incredible, especially when you think about
a century old almost.
Amazing, you know, making still very quality furniture. You know, that's one of the things that I've always really enjoyed about working with the company is it's not just the furniture, it's really kind of the family that we've built all across the country here.
Yeah, I love it. And it's like, here's some of the factories, Nicole. Tell us what we're looking at.
Yeah, so this this is our factory actually in Dayton, Tennessee, and you can see just all of the care that's really taken when we produce our products. So all of our products still American made here, and they're also made by hand. So you can see just the amount of testing that we put all of our product to. We're not only going to test the mechanics to make sure that's going to last for you, we're gonna test the fabrics. We're going to do at least 100 rubs on the fabric to make sure that the fabric is gonna last for you as well too. And one of the things that's really fantastic is with every LaZBoy, you get a limited lifetime warranty. So basically anything wood or metal is going to be covered for you. So that's something that, you know, is really exclusive to us that we're really proud of as well.
You know, I want to talk about the delivery, because I know that some people are like, white glove delivery, that's amazing, you're gonna bring it right into my house, I love that. And then other people are gonna be like, you know, I'd really prefer people to just leave it at the entrance. You've got your choice, right? And it's the exact same price, which is $0, by the way.
Yeah, so with our white glove service, you know, and yeah, you know, we're really excited to bring white glove service back, because for a while with COVID, that's been on hold. But one thing that's really nice about our delivery process is it's really all based on your schedule. So we're all busy. We're not gonna say, hey, we're coming tomorrow, and of course that's not gonna work for you. We're gonna give you at least a week call ahead where you actually schedule the delivery appointment, and then we're actually gonna give you a 30-minute call ahead on the day of your delivery to let you know that we're there. So we'll come into the home, we'll set it up for you. One thing that's really neat about our recliners.
You guys actually assemble it, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh,
so they come in 2 pieces, which actually makes it really easy. We can basically put it in any kind of space then, because it's easy enough to get through any doorway. So we'll put the back on for you. If you did purchase the power, we'll hook up the power components as well too. The hookup itself is very simple. It's really just hooking up, you know, 2 cords, hooking up to your battery pack, plugging it into your outlet. If you did happen to get one of those battery packs that we were talking about where you don't need it plugged into the wall, we'll set that up for you as well too. So really makes it nice and easy. You don't have to worry about, you know, I'd love this chair in my home, but how am I gonna get it? How am I going to set it up? We're gonna take care of all of that for you.
Yeah, and this is new that it is back, the white glove delivery, because I remember, you know, the last few years, we weren't able to even offer that. But if you don't feel comfortable having people in your home, you certainly can have that just delivered to the entrance to your house,
Correct,
right?
yeah. So previously what we have done, and we can do that if you feel more comfortable with that as well too, is do a contactless delivery. So we'll bring it to whatever threshold works best for you, if that's the garage, your back door, wherever, and leave it there. And then that way, you know, if you don't feel comfortable with anybody in the home, we can do that for you as well
I
too.
personally definitely would love the white glove.
Oh gosh, absolutely. I don't want to have to set it up.
Do they take away the packaging
They'll
and
take
everything?
away all of that for you. You really don't have to worry about anything. We'll put it exactly where you want it, show you where, you know, how it works and how to operate everything. So really makes it as easy as possible.
You know, I love that this company, who has just been around for almost a century, has worked out all the kinks. You know what I mean? Like, as the years have gone by, they've listened to customer after customer after customer. They find out like what you love. And I'm just looking at, I'd love to do a close-up of this remote, because this isn't just recline or not recline. There is a lumbar control. There is, I'd love, Nicole, to, like, you know, for you to speak to all the different choices that you have here to make this like a custom chair.
Absolutely. So one of the neat things is there's actually 4 different motors in the chair that will control 4 different things. So if you can get a close-up of that remote, I'll kind of walk everybody through it. So your top button is going to actually control the backrest. So one of the neat things about LaZBoy is you can have your, the back and the seat are independent of each other. So you can just have the back a little bit if you want. The next one is going to control the footrest. So you can raise up the footrest as high as you want it. The 3rd row of buttons actually controls the headrest. So if you press that, Helen, you'll see our headrest moves forward up to 55 degrees. So think about when you're sitting in your chair, your head is going to be at a different position. Maybe just reading or watching TV. So you can really set that to whatever's most comfortable for you and have it really cradle your head. And then the last row of buttons is my favorite, because you don't need that pillow behind your back. That's actually gonna control the lumbar. So that actually will extend that lumbar up to 3 inches. So that's one of the things that I see a lot when customers come into our stores is everybody's got back issues, right? We've got lower back issues.
I love that. I also want to mention that when we're close up on this. If you forget what Nicole just said, you see how it's a little bit darker in the little sketch of the chair? That's what the button controls. So the footrest right here is a little darker in this little sketch. That's what this controls. And it's, you know, the lumbar, and actually I should get out of the chair and then have Nicole show you in the chair as we push the buttons.
Yeah, absolutely.
The other thing I wanted to mention as Nicole comes over here, I'm gonna give you this, is that there's a little spot right here where the remote control itself nests. So you don't ever have to be like, where'd you put the remote control for the chair?
Absolutely,
right?
and it's actually magnetic. So
I didn't know that.
It fits right in there, and I'm gonna swivel this around. Again, this is why I love that swivel base.
Yeah, I love
Makes
that.
it so easy. So you can see in the harness here just how easy it is. It clips right in there. Now, say you have a little one running around the house that loves remotes, loves buttons. There's actually a little toggle here that you can control it, where you toggle it to lock it or not. So say they're running around with the remote and you don't want them to ruin your recline and make you uncomfortable, you can actually lock that. So that makes it a lot easier.
So that they can push the buttons and it doesn't do anything?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, because that would be annoying if...
It's, it would be, a little freaky. And then also too, if you happen to lose this, someone walks away with it, there's actually this magnifying glass that if you press this on the side here, you can actually hear it'll start beeping. So wherever it was, we were just talking about in another show, they did this from home where their son walked away with it, literally hid it in the basement, and that's how they were able to find it when we were doing this at home.
That is so funny.
Real life example there for you.
Oh my gosh.
One of the other things that's really neat is you also have a USB cord here. So if you're sitting in the chair and you're on your phone, as we always are, you can actually plug that in and it'll charge your phone as well,
Charge your phone. By the way, I should have asked for this. Hey, if you guys at home own a LaZBoy and want to call in and tell us your experience, Nicole and I will absolutely love to chat with you live. We're here live in the studios.
Yes.
Let me put our phone number on the bottom of the screen there. It's 1-866-376-8255. Give us a call. We'll put you live on air, and you could share your experience with LaZBoy with everyone. I feel like it's part of Americana.
It really is. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I feel like everybody has the stories where, they came home and everybody knew to get out of this chair, it was dad's chair or grandpa's chair.
Yeah.
Now everybody should have their own chair, right? It shouldn't just be dad or grandpa having it. So,
I think it would be a great, graduation from college present.
Absolutely.
Because we're, or Valentine's Day.
Right.
Or something that I know my husband and I, what we do is we kind of get a present for each other.
Right.
Like, we're going to get a new TV. That's our Christmas present.
Exactly.
The LaZBoy chair, but as we said, you probably should get two, so
like I said, so nobody has to fight over it. Yeah. One of the other things too, just real quick, kind of going back to the remote, is there's actually 2 memory settings. So if you and your husband, again, maybe you just buy one chair and he's got a certain way that he likes to sit, you can actually program that.
Like driving your car, where you have
just like the seats,
yeah.
right? So you can have one, your hubby or whoever else can have another, or if it is your chair and maybe you have the perfect way you like to watch TV, you can program that. Or maybe when you read, you like your head a little bit different. You can program that as well too. And then if you hit the home button, it'll bring you back to a resting position as well too. And you have those memory functions in the home as well on the cradle too. So literally we've thought of everything you could possibly want in a chair here.
Right, and by the way, power or manual, in the power chair, yes, you have to plug it in, but we do today have in stock that battery that we have been showing you the item number for. Here's the power chair, the retail value, $2,625 with all the bells and whistles. We're featuring it over $700 off. It's $1,899, but we give you 5 months to pay it off. That's any major credit card. MasterCard, Visa, PayPal, debit card, in-home delivery is included. However, if you have an HSN card, you get 1.5 years to pay it off. So that's the manual. We also have the power, and we'll do the breakdown of the power with the discount that you're getting as well. The power chair is $1,800. No, it's $2,030 is the retail value. The feature price is $1,249 for that, for the swivel. That's again the manual. There, I think I was reading that. Okay, so then 5 flex pay of $249.80. We're gonna show you the power now. The Power, there it is. The Power, it's the same color chair, so it's just the Power, is $2,625. It's $1,899 and 5 flex pay. But either choice, if you have an HSN card, you get a year and a half to pay it off. No interest, no fees, and it's $69.45 for the manual, $105.56 for the Power. If you know VIP financing, there's no interest if paid in full by the 18 months. We take the HSN card for that, the Q card, which is QVC, our sister networks card, or Zulily's card as well. This material, it feels like a tweed. Is there like a name for it, like a specific?
Not specifically,
industry
you know,
name?
like I said, it's our iClean fabric that we've been talking about, but also to me, it almost kind of has like a linen-like texture,
Yeah.
which is something
Oh, yeah.
that's been really popular right now. But sometimes with those linen fabrics, they are kind of a little rough to the hand.
Yeah,
you know, so
this
they're
is
not as
so
comfortable.
velvety soft.
This one has such a nice hand to it. It's really nice and comfortable. So again, you know, think about when you're sitting in the chair, just how comfortable it is. It's going to be nice and soft for you. And again, you know, if you're scared of the cotton color, which of course a little ivory might scare some people, it is that iClean fabric like we've been talking about. So that really takes away any kind of concern that you may have with, you know, with just in your life and in your house, what could possibly happen to a light colored fabric.
We are showing the dimensions on air, and I know we're doing this quick. If you're like, wait a minute, what did they say the dimensions are? You can go to hsn.com. And we have all the dimensions, so you could take your time and you can even go over to the spot in your house where you think you're gonna have it, measure it, make sure everything is gonna be. We know that this is like a decision that, you know, you may take a minute, but maybe you've been thinking about, you know what, I really wanna get a chair. And honestly, some of these modern chairs, I can't even sit in for 2 seconds, Nicole. I don't know if it's because I'm 100 years old, but
no,
I just like,
they're not comfortable.
They're
Right,
not comfortable.
they're really not.
Like, I'm sorry, chairs are supposed to be comfy. And
Absolutely.
like, why would you buy these? Like, okay, they may look cool in like a museum of modern art, but they're not like what I want to snuggle up in and read and have a cup of tea and like relax at the end of the day.
Absolutely. And one of the things that I like about this chair, this is actually one of our top selling frames that we've had for, you know, I think the entire time I've been with the company, about 15 years. And one of the things that I like about it is it's nice and compact. So if there's a certain area that you're like, I don't have a ton of room, not sure if that would fit, this is a really nice size chair without being overly too big. You know, I have short legs. Sometimes when I sit in really big chairs, I look like that old SNL sketch, you know, where my feet don't touch the ground.
Right.
So this one, you know, fits a wide variety of people, really nice. And like I said, without being, you know, overly, you know, large or take over your space or anything like that.
Right. I mean, it's the kind of thing where it's not like you need to buy like a new LaZBoy chair every 6 weeks. This is kind of something that you buy for your life. You know, it's going to be something that you have with you year after year, decade after decade. And you're to think, gosh, you know what? That was so worth it. It's like buying a mattress. You know, you spend a third of your life in bed. It's like, how much time do you spend in your house sitting down, maybe watching TV or, you know, chatting at the end of the day with your husband or on the phone, or even if you're, you know, like looking at your laptop and, you know, gaming or, you know, playing like little puzzles and things like that. You're sitting down is, you know, it's going to feel amazing. And by the way, a lot of people work from home, and maybe you have like a budget for getting your home space to be a home office. I know some industries are doing that now. This would be something that would be amazing to have in your sort of home office.
Yeah, absolutely.
It doesn't have to be uncomfortable just because you're working from home.
Right, right. And like you said, you know, it's tax time, right? So everybody's thinking about how do I improve my home office, right? You know, one of the things too that you said that I think is really important, just how, you know, we really do consider our furniture heirloom quality. You know, this is something that we really focus on the quality of each piece. Like I said, you have a limited lifetime warranty on all the springs, parts, frame, and mechanisms. So we're really concerned that, you know, not only is the actual chair going to last you a lifetime, the cover's going to last you a lifetime. We have that Tempur foam, so that foam is really going to last for you as well, too.
Yeah.
So this is, you know, something I hear it all the time. You know, oh, I've had my chair for 20 years, or I inherited my parents' chair, or something like that. So we see that a lot, absolutely.
Right, and by the way, every color that we have is definitely, you know, neutral. I know as years go by, you change your, you know, okay, we're gonna do coastal, we're gonna do chamois shabby chic. We're gonna do, this color's gonna go with all of that. By the way, if you want the manual, I only have it in the cotton, and I only have 48 chairs left. We only have 237 chairs altogether. So I have this in the manual, and I have it in the power. In the power, I have 98 left. In the cotton, I have 48 left. In the fudge, which is what Nicole is standing in front of, that is that beautiful, warm espresso chocolatey brown color. I have power only, and I have 49 chairs. That is it. And in the midnight, I'm gonna pop over to the midnight so we can take a look at this. This is that beautiful kind of navy midnight blue. I like the denim kind of comparison because when you look at it close in person, it's not like a solid color. It has almost like light and dark in it. So we've got like 48 of these, and that's it. We don't have any manual left in these. It's power only. So if you want to get this one, it is available, and it is the swivel. It has a swivel feature. Now it has all the other features, right, that all the other LaZBoys have. The swivel is just an added. So if you want to turn to talk to somebody, you don't have to just crane your head.
Right.
You could actually turn your chair.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, if you've got, multiple different focal points in your space, whether it's the kitchen's behind you and the TV's in front, you can kind of swivel to anywhere. And one of the things that's been really nice is this is something that we've had customers ask for us consistently. When can we, have a power chair with a swivel base where we figured out a way to do it, where you can actually turn your chair 145-degree angles and not get those cords all wound up in there and make it not only uncomfortable, but unsafe as well too. Yeah,
right,
absolutely.
Right.
So again, with the power chair, and this, really one of the things that I love about this chair is this is the way that you can completely customize your comfort. So again, with the Tempur foam, but again, just to kind of walk through the different power features. So you have your home button up top here. So what that actually does is if you have maybe the footrest open or the backrest, it will bring you to a resting position. So it'll bring you just how it is here. And then we also have your 2 memory settings as well. So if there was a certain way you like to sit in your chair while you're watching TV or maybe reading, you can set actually 2 different memory positions. And then you have, of course, the backrest. So again, with LaZBoys exclusively, you can operate the backrest independently of the footrest. So that can go back for you. Then you can also bring up your footrest. And one of the reasons I love power is maybe my legs are comfortable right there. Maybe, sometimes I have where my ankles swell and I want my ankles just lifted up a little bit, but I don't want to be all the way back. I could stop it right there and have that be comfortable for me. And then probably my favorite feature is if you bring the headrest back. So if I'm sitting here just like this, and maybe I just want my head just a little bit up so I can watch TV or read a book comfortably or look at my tablet or my phone, I can actually move this to up to 55 degrees. So again, you can set it however is most comfortable for you. And then if you guys can get in tight here, I'm gonna show you with the lumbar, because this actually can go up to 3 inches. So if you can see my hand moving up there, think about that cradle.
I love that.
Right at your lower lumbar that we always generally need, right?
I will tell you, it feels amazing.
And then again, so if I'm fully, laid out here super comfortable and then I've got to get up and, make dinner or something, I just hit the home button and it's going to bring me exact to a sitting position as well.
All right, this might be a dumb question, Nicole, but let's say you're all like sprawled out and everything's back, and then there's a power outage. How do you get out of the chair?
So actually there's a battery backup, and I'm glad you mentioned that, because when you get your chair delivered, all you'll need on hand is 2 9-volt batteries. You put that into your battery backup. That way, if you do, have a power outage or something like that, you can get back to a sitting position. So you're not just stuck there all night long or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
I'm glad I asked.
Not a dumb question. We thought of that for you.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, let me give you some more updates. This is the midnight. I now have 42 of the midnight. I know I just gave you an update a minute ago, but 42 people can get the power in the midnight. I don't have any manuals left. I only have the power. By the way, we ordered more in the power because they are far and away the most popular.
They really are. It's such a great value.
By a huge margin, they're the most popular. So 42 chairs, that's all we've got. Now there's 40. 2 more chairs.
Oh my goodness.
2 more chairs just sold as I just pointed to it. So there's only 40 left in the cotton, 47 left in the manual. This is the only one we have in manual, and then also power. So 98 in the power, 47 in the manual. And then the fudge, which is this, I think of fudge. It makes me. It's really this like warm chocolate brown. You don't hear the like a candy name, but it's almost like
it sounds good.
It sounds good. It's like decadent, like candy, like where it's something like you feel guilty, like. As a matter of fact, when I was doing the show, I sat down and I was kicking back, and Nicole and I were chatting about the show beforehand, and I said, oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna sit in this chair through the whole show, and I'm gonna start falling asleep. I'm gonna start like being lazy, and I'm gonna start, I'm gonna stop like, moving around and doing stuff. You know what? I think you locked the...
Oh, I'm sorry. I set you up for failure there.
She did. No.
See how effective it is? She didn't even know I did it.
You did. You locked it. Because I'm a toddler, and you can't leave me alone.
You're all set now.
Thanks, Mom. And now it works. I was like, we were just showing you how that feature.
Exactly. Very seamless.
What are we looking at with this animation?
Right, so this takes us through, again, how that power remote works. So you have the ability to control each of those functions. So there's 4 separate motors in our chair that operate each of these functions. So you can control the footrest, the backrest, the head, as well as the lumbar. And this just shows a little bit about how we actually construct our pieces. So one of the things that's exclusive to LaZBoy that we're really proud of is we actually have a 4-sided hardwood frame. So that's gonna provide you the most structurally sound piece. And also too, if you're reclining like you are right now, Helen, in a lot of other places that doesn't have that 4-sided hardwood frame, you can actually see right through and see the mechanism. So you think about, if you're sitting with your friends and family and you have your feet up, that's not the nicest look. So that 4-sided not only structurally makes it a lot easier, but also, hides it and makes it a little more pretty as well too.
I know. Can you believe this? I'm working. I wish my high school guidance counselor saw me on TV right now, sitting in a LaZBoy chair with a remote control, pushing it up and down. Yeah, this is my job. It's like
not too shabby,
not too shabby. I did okay for myself. Again, this is sort of affordable luxury because we're doing these huge discounts from retail. You're saving about $730 off of retail, and you're also getting 5 months to pay it off using any major credit card, or a 1.5 years to pay it off. By the way, when I give you these numbers of how much it is a month, that's if you do even payments. A lot of times we do like the minimum of 3 months, maybe we get a tax refund and then we pay it all off. You don't have to do even payments for a 1.5 years. It just gives you a 1.5 years of freedom, and you pay it off. Maybe you get like a bonus at work in the fall. You're like, all right, I'm gonna do the minimum payments until fall, and then I'm gonna pay it off. Like however it works for you personally, everybody's finances is different. But you get a 1.5 years, no interest, and as long as it's paid off before that 1.5 years, you pay 0 interest on it. And we deliver it to you not only free, but white glove delivery. Give you a call, are you available? Come to your house, put it wherever you want, set it up, assemble it, and then remove the removing the packing material, Nicole, to me, that's like a big deal too.
I don't have room for that in my trash.
I don't
want to deal with
cutting that up and stuffing it in the
I barely break down my Amazon boxes, so I don't want to deal with that. So we'll take that away all for you, make it nice and easy. We'll assemble it for you. Again, they come in 2 pieces, so we'll not only put the backrest on. If you did get the power, we'll set up the power for you. It's very simple, really just connecting a couple of cords.
Yeah, this is a rough day at work for me. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go home and decompress after this.
In your new LaZBoy, right?
Tough day. All right, well, Nicole and I are gonna take a teeny little break, and when we come back, we're gonna go through all the features again, and here's some specials we have coming up here.
We all know HSN plays a huge role spreading love on Valentine's Day. But it's not that simple to choose the right present. There are so many.
Which is why we've selected the perfect assortment of gifts for that special someone in your life.
Whether you want to celebrate your love with a little bit of sparkle,
or swoon them with tasty treats,
our gift picks will set you up for success on Valentine's Day this year.
big time.
Don't miss Valentine gift picks with Leslie and Adam tonight at 8 p.m. Trusted by millions, she is one of America's most successful female inventors.
If somebody's struggling, I look at how could I make that better for them.
For 25 years, Joy Mangano has been part of the HSN family.
The HSN customer is who I dream about.
And she's just getting started.
The product we're creating is amazing.
Don't miss Joy Mangano here on HSN.
Retire? I have too much fun.
My singular goal is to improve the quality of people's lives. Everything we do is intended to be unlike any other company of our kind. We just make exceptional vitamins so you could have exceptional health. It's not important that you get the products I'm offering, but it's very important that you get the information I'm sharing, because information is the key to being a healthy person.
Well, we're doing a special. We'd love for you to go to hsn.com and check out some of the sales we're doing on denim. As a matter of fact, in my next hour, I've got DG2, and the jeans that I'm wearing are on sale. They're the famous virtual stretch in the boot cut. So if you're a denim gal, check out all the brands we have on hsn.com, from Jessica Simpson to G by Juliana to Amon, Democracy, and also, of course, our #1 seller, which is DG2. That's denim for everybody. My name is Helen Keeney, and I'm here with Nicole from LaZBoy. She's been with the company for over 15 years. We are doing a presentation of the Pinnacle. It is the only presentation today. We have such a limited quantity. We only had enough to do one show. I think we have 230 chairs left, and in the manual, we have 47 left in the white cotton color only. In the manual, we've got it in the power, excuse me, we have it in fudge, midnight blue, and the cotton color. So the fudge that I'm sitting in, this is that beautiful espresso chocolatey brown color. I have 39 chairs. 39 chairs. Look at me. I'm doing my leg lifts. Nicole, can I count this as my exercise?
I think
for
you
today?
should. I really think you should.
It's so bad. Nicole, so let's kind of talk about all the extras. So if you go to LaZBoy's, brick and mortar store, they'll say, well, do you want to have the extra foam? Do you want to have the fabric itself treated? And all those things are extra. But we've got the best features already in this chair. So let's talk about, what is it called? The
Sure, so the fabric here is the iClean fabric. So, we've been talking a lot about just how popular a lot of these light colors are right now. A lot of people like to, have some nice neutral colors in their home, but in some homes this might be scary, right? So what our iClean is, it's actually a treatment that's applied to the fibers. So it's not like just a topical treatment that can wear off over time or anything like that. It's where we actually treat the fibers. So if something were to get spilt on it, and I've got a little cranberry juice here that I'll show you. So this is actually just a sample of our fabric. So same exact fabric that I'm sitting in here. And we've got a little cranberry juice. So if you're concerned about, I would love that light color, but, I know my kids are gonna destroy it, my husband, whoever. This is something that you can kind of take that worry away. So you can see it just beads on the surface. So it doesn't soak down in, cause a stain, but also get through to your cushioning, which is something that not everybody always realizes can happen with stains. So as I've been talking, we're letting it just kind of marinate, but you can see just taking a paper towel, how it almost is like a magnet to it, right? So all you have to do, you don't have to, scramble to find any kind of cleaning solution or a special rag or anything like that. Just a simple paper towel will take care of all of the liquid that's on here. And then again, most importantly, on the back side, there's nothing here. So again, that doesn't settle in, cause a stain, but also get through to that Tempur foam as well, too. So it's gonna help protect your chair.
Yeah, I mean, take a look at the top of this. There is
Completely clean.
that is completely clean. Like, isn't that amazing? I mean, and you went for it with the cranberry juice.
Oh yes,
too.
yeah.
You didn't,
I was not shy with it.
You were not. You went for it. So that iClean is something that it's not standard, right? It's something extra.
Absolutely. So yeah, so that was, because of our partnership with LaZBoy and HSN, we were able to take a lot of these top selling, really custom features. So if you were to walk in to our store, stores, this might not be the exact fabric we would have. So we would have to custom order that for you. We would have to custom order the swivel base on your power unit, or if you have the manual like I'm sitting in, we would have to custom order this arc handle as well too.
Oh, is that really custom?
This is custom. This is not standard. Yeah,
Oh,
so
I
you've got
didn't
this
even know
beautiful
that.
arc handle, the Tempur foam, all of these things are what we would have to really kind of hand build the chair for you. But because of our partnership, we're able to offer all these, like I said, top selling features in just about 1 to 3 weeks, rather 6 to 10 weeks like we've, are currently waiting on.
You know, as I'm rocking this, I remember when I first brought my daughter home from the hospital. She's 22 years old now. I had like a rocker or something that I thought, and I thought this chair could take it from a little baby. One of our producers who I'm working with in the next hour, his wife, who also works here, is having a baby within the next 3 weeks. She's
Oh my
due.
goodness.
So we're just talking about babies on the brain. But you could have your little baby, have this be a rocker, and have it all the way up till you being like a senior and wanting to like relax at the end of the day. It truly is something that, how many things in your life can take you through all those stages of your life?
Absolutely, and that's something we hear a lot of times. The chair will start maybe in the nursery, and then it winds up in the living room, right?
Yeah.
And then you can enjoy it after those baby days are through and you're done rocking them in the middle of the night. So it's something that, we really feel that our furniture is heirloom quality. You have a limited lifetime warranty, even down to the way we construct our chairs. We want to make sure that this is going to last for the lifetime of your family. So we have a 4-sided hardwood frame. You have, like I said, that limited lifetime warranty, especially with the Tempur foam that we have on this chair, because that's one of the things that I feel like a lot of people have concern with. How long does the foam last, right? I'm not maybe as concerned about the frame or the springs, but I don't want the foam to break down over time. I don't want it to kind of start to sag. And with the Tempur foam, you're not going to see that. One of the beautiful things about the Tempur foam is we actually partnered up LaZBoy and Tempur-Pedic to create this foam. So we take a layer of our LaZBoy high resiliency foam and actually layer on a layer of the TEMPURResponse foam. So what this does is when you sit in the chair, it's really going to cradle your body. So think about all the different pressure points that you have when you sit in the chair. And actually, if you don't mind, I'm gonna show a little demo that really kind of illustrates what I'm talking about when I talk about the Tempur foam. So this
It's hard, but I'm going to get up out of my chair and come on over.
It's a tough life.
It's a tough life, yeah.
But this top layer here is actually our Tempur foam. So you can see when I push into it, it springs right back up. So if I were to drop this cue ball here, think of yourself kind of flopping into the chair after a long day. It doesn't bounce, it just drops right into it. If I push this in, you can really see how much that springs up. So think about yourself sitting in the chair, all those different pressure points. Now, if I do the same without the Tempur foam, with just our regular foam here, you can see really kind of the difference right away, right? It bounces a little bit. It's not quite as resilient as our Tempur foam. So again, think about just how comfortable that would be if you were to sit in the chair and then maybe your husband comes. Everybody's got different pressure points, so it's really gonna customize to your body.
Okay, so we have less than 10 minutes left in the hour. The most limited is the midnight. I have 35 chairs left. Now, when these sell out, will we get LaZBoy back? Sure, within the next year or two, we'll get different chairs back, but this is the pinnacle, the top, the best of the best, the most high-end features, from the fabrication to the foam that Nicole was just talking about, to the swivel feature, which is the first time that we've ever had the swivel. This is powered. We've showed you all the bells and whistles. We've showed you the measurements. We've talked about financing. You're gonna save over $700 from retail on this, and you get free shipping and handling, and it's also white glove delivery, where it's even assembled in your house. You don't even have to assemble anything. So give this a try, and I know that this might be a decision where you might have to chat with someone else in your house. I know that I don't make decisions like this without checking with my husband. If I know what's good for me. No, just kidding. But we definitely do discuss things like that. So you can, I'm trying to cover everything. Like if I was sitting at home watching, I'd want to know, is the fabric soft? It is very, very soft to the touch. It is going to feel luxurious. And these colors are all neutral. Honestly, you cannot make a mistake, but 35 left in the midnight. In the fudge, there's only 36 chairs left. That is it. In the white color, it's called cotton. I have 44 in the manual, and in the power, I have 94. So I have the most in the manual in the cotton, which honestly is my favorite, is the cotton.
Same.
That's my like. I would think that as the years go on, as I change decor and move, that would always go. And it is more of a compact chair. It's not a chair that is, oh my gosh, it's so huge, I'm not going to be able to fit it anywhere. It is a reasonable size. And you know, I'm 5'5". This chair is perfect for me, but this will accommodate lots of different sizes.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things that, again, is great, because one of the things we always look at is your head supported? And because, especially with the power, you have that headrest feature, that's gonna really help be able to support your head and your neck as well, too. So again, you know, this isn't a chair that, yeah, if you wanted to move it, again, like we were talking about, from nursery to the living room,
right.
it's going to fit in both spaces for you. So,
but I was gonna say, if you're petite, of all the LaZBoy chairs, I think this is the best choice.
Yes, oh yeah,
if
absolutely.
If you happen to be a petite person, and then you're, you know, like you were saying, your legs, you know, will reach the bottom. Some of these ginormous chairs, I feel like I'm a little kid, you know, and I can't even get, this would be a great chair. Like I said, I'm 5'5" and almost 5'5". This is like a perfect size chair for me.
Right, absolutely. And it's always really important that the chair fits you, right? You know, you don't want to get something that's too big or too tall, because it's not going to be comfortable. So yeah, to your point, you know, I would say I'm kind of around the same height, and it fits me perfectly. My feet can touch the ground, my back supported, my shoulders, my head. So yeah, it's something that, yeah, if you're more on the petite side, this is a fantastic chair.
Love it. Okay, so 35 left in that midnight. Let me just kind of come over and show you the other colors. This is the cotton that we have available. And then we also have it available in this color. It's called Fudge. It's like this warm espresso chocolatey brown. I have 36 chairs left, only in the power. Now, if you're saying, I would love a power chair, but I have an open concept, I don't know where I'm gonna plug it in the house, we do have the battery packs available, where you can have the battery pack and you don't even have to plug your chair in. We've got them on hsn.com. I think they're $270. I'm gonna get you the item number right now. And by the way, if you already have a LaZBoy chair, this will work with all LaZBoy chairs except for the lift-off. It works for all the chairs except the liftoff. 738521 lithium-ion battery pack, and you're able to power your chair with that.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, if you don't want to worry about cords, maybe you want it in, you know, your living room that's nice and open, you can use it on that battery pack, and you just charge it, you know, I would say every couple, 3 weeks, really depends upon how frequently you're utilizing it. And that's something that really helps with, you know, not having to worry about where the cords are. Again, this has that swivel base, so one of the things that we've already taken care of is making sure that the cords are not gonna get caught up in that swivel base as you're kind of swiveling around and talking to different people.
We got 4 minutes left. What do you want to talk? I think you should come over here to the power one and kind of go through the remote and talk about that again, because I think that that's so cool. And you know, when I think about the LaZBoy growing up, I remember a friend had a LaZBoy chair, and it was like, oh, this is so comfortable. But honestly, it was just backing up.
Yes.
This one goes way beyond that.
Right, we really thought of everything. So again, one of the things that's nice with the LaZBoy is you can operate the back and the footrest completely independently of each other. So with the remote, there's actually 4 different motors that controls each function. So you have your button here that's going to bring the backrest back, and there's little pictures that even show you exactly what you're operating to make it nice and easy. This button here is going to have the footrest come up. So again, one of the beautiful things with power is it's completely customizable. You can set it exactly how you want it, what's most comfortable for you. And then really taking it up a notch, we have the headrest and the lumbar feature. So the headrest, this will actually move it up to 55 degrees. So if you're sitting in your chair and, you know, maybe reading a book, you can make sure that your head and your neck is supported. If you're maybe watching TV and you want your head at a little bit of a different angle, we can do that for you. And then of course, course, we have the lumbar as well, too. So again, this actually moves up to 3 inches. So you think about that right on your back, you know, at the end of a long day, making sure that that's supported. So with this, again, you can set it exactly however is most comfortable for you. There's even 2 memory foam settings as well. So if you have, you know, different ways you like to sit in your chair or 2 different people that are using it, you can actually customize and set those memory functions. And then this home button here will bring it back to a resting position. And then just real quickly, a couple of functions in the cradle here. So this cradle is where the remote lives. It's actually magnetic, so you don't have to worry about it getting lost. And then in the cradle, you have a couple of different features as well too. This is that home button. So if you didn't have the remote at your access, you have your memory settings as well. You have actually a charge port for a USB that you could charge your phone or your tablet. And then inside here, you can actually lock or unlock, as we discovered, the remote.
Nicole locked me out.
I did play a little bit of a trick.
I couldn't use the remote control because, you know, for a little one, you know, like a kids or grandkids